Black mica, known as the black mineral or biotite. This black mineral is gaining lots of attention mainly because of its health benefits and its ease of use. There are now many who are interested with learning about its different applications aside from adding it to drinking water.
It's been added to water since the 1950s as a measure for reducing the incidence of tooth cavities.
The importance of these minerals is the fact that they're ionic. They're electrically charged, which makes it quite unique to a rock mineral. That comes in plant minerals, but not in rock minerals that I know of. It pulls things in and pushes things out. So it's sort of like a transfer, and it's a receptor site. So it makes things happen, but it converts and transmutes what's actually happening and transforms it into something else. So this is how the purification occurs. And there's really solid science on this today, and as a matter of fact, it's an emerging science and has opened up an entire new world of biology. Because when we talk about a fourth phase of something as important as water that makes up most of your body and most of the earth, we're talking about the profound foundational truth that prevails when it comes to biology and the way it works in the body. But to make this user-friendly for the listener, when you take when you take nutrients, be it the organic plant-based food that we consume here at Hippocrates and help heal people with, or be it a whole food nutritional supplement, it is going to allow that to actually be absorbed into the human cell at a much higher level. The utilization of nutrients are always going to be much better when you do it along with this water. Why we want this and why it's part of the Hippocrates Life Give line is quite simple. Because every time we take it, it's going to enhance the biofrequency, the electrical charge of every cell, 100 trillion cells in your body. But it's going to also allow more nutritional absorption from the food you eat, the juices you drink, and the whole food supplements you consume.
Are there any other products on the market that are like these ionic sulfate minerals?
There is absolutely no other product on the market. The usage of this product or these minerals is going to be endless. That we now talk about the human impact and the health impact of that. This is an encyclopedia of potential, and I'm happy that I'm here to help start to push this into the biological sciences. It's always an honor for me to be at the cutting edge of anything. I've aspired to do that since I was a young man, and I continue to do that with what I'm doing now. And I'm sure that with your help and what's going to happen with this product, we're going to change humanity.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yes.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Good for you.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your work and your time.
I'm Nidhishri, and today I am going to talk about a very brilliant Ayurvedic element. Because Ayurveda knows very well about how to use these abundant herbs and minerals for our well-being. Ayurveda, the Abhrak found in India, is known to be the best among all the varieties found in the world. Now let me tell you about the health impacts of Abhrak on our body. Abhrak, if used with Swarn Bhasma, is very perfect to treat tuberculosis. Abhrak is potent enough to help you deal with the vision problems if used with the Triphala powder. Abhrak is used to prepare the medicines like Abhrak Bhasma, Abhrak Sattva and many other Ayurvedic medicines. As it is majorly used in treating the respiratory issues, its major role is in assisting the other Ayurvedic medicines reach each and every part of the body in the fast and effective manner. Abhrak is a very good catalyst, and when used with the other Ayurvedic medicines, it helps them to show the powerful impacts on the body. It is first converted into this form via the calcination process. After this process, Abhrak is highly consumable.
Okay, so there's another type of rock mineral that I've been fascinated by for a long time, because they found it all throughout the pyramids. They had all these chambers in the bottom pyramids. They found them on the floors and on the walls in massive sheets. We've been using it in electrical equipment for over 100 years. They say it's one of the best insulators. They use it against insulating against radiation, high voltage. It can handle extreme high voltage, extreme heat. It's a crystalline properties when you put it under a microscope. They say literally when you look under a microscope, It's like a silicon-based crystalline substance that this is made out of, at the lowest form that they can magnetize it. And it's really neat because you can break it off into sheets. You can get right down to where it's literally see-through. It's called mica. Now, I found this massive chunk of mica last year. I know there's a whole bunch of this sitting right now. Like, look at the size. This is one of the biggest, what's called a mica book I've ever seen. It even has some white and clear quartz crystal spots on it because it started going crystallized. But look at that. When I do touch it, though, it starts flaking off. I get a lot of flakes. But the neat thing about it, it's flat. So now you can charge water on it, charge crystals on it, because it's such a good grounder. You leave something on this for a while, it changes the energy of it. I can feel it. Even when I put my hands on it, you can tell there's something with this. And Nikola Tesla used it. There's a lot of good research done by people that actually found that Nikola Tesla was using this in a lot of his experiments for 0-point energy and whatever else he was doing behind closed doors. Here's another really cool chunk. This one's gone more rock, but the top, it's got a lot of good spots where I can literally peel layers off. I'll show you. Look, because I hear so much about this. Like, I'm curious of why they found this in the bottom of the pyramids. Why do we use this in electrical equipment right now? Why are they saying that this is one of the best natural protectors of any kind of radiation that they know of? I even hear they use it in space to protect the spaceships from radiation. They take this, they melt it down, they mix it with other types of minerals, and they make it into like a shield. So this stuff's used for more than what we're being told about. And like I said, it can withstand extreme high heats. I could put a torch to this right now, I could show you, and it won't do anything to it. It'll still look the same. You could put it in the most extreme high voltage, won't do nothing to it. So there's some amazing properties with this, and I'm just so fascinated why they found sheets and sheets piled in the pyramids. When, if you do the research about it, look up mica found in pyramids, and you'll also see that the mica that they've mined this from was thousands of miles away. So somehow they got it from 1,000 miles away when they built the pyramids, and they put it all on the walls. What for? Why were they putting this all on the walls? Maybe it was some kind of electrical generator. I don't really know. Pyramids are very fascinating, but I find this mica very, very fascinating. It's very high energy. Like when I hold it, I put water on it, you can feel the energy. I highly suggest getting yourself some mica. Try to put a cup of water on top of it. A lot of stores do sell it, but I'm going to make a type of Faraday cage to produce ormus in it to see what happens. Because I do have some kind of bizarre electrical anomaly in here that I can see on a Wi-Fi meter. You know what I mean? Because plus I'm in townhouses and there's all these smart meters, and this guy beside me has got a crazy Wi-Fi signal. The guy over there does. So I'm working on now things to protect my house. So when I'm not here, my ormus doesn't get zapped and things aren't happening to me anymore. And also, there's something I've been very heavily compelled to build for a long time. It's called an orgone accumulator box. So basically, it's like taking orgone energy, but I'm going to create it into a box. William Rice made it in the 1930s and 40s. He had a lot of success, a lot of healing people with it. But basically, it's layers of like mica, organic and inorganic layers in a box with steel, wood, wool. I'm collecting all the materials for it. I'm going to build this box, so when you sit in it, it's like you're going to be in a massive orgone wand. It's going to be made very similar to wands. Same layers, but in a box so you can sit in it. I've been compelled to build this for a long time. I got most of the materials I need right now. I've been collecting for a long time materials to build certain things. But you know, it takes time, and I've been so busy with my job. So if you could get your hands on mica, I would get it, feel it. It's a very powerful mineral stone. I don't even know. It's some kind of crystalline mineral. I'm not 100% sure, but I find it very fascinating. And I do find it very fascinating that Nikola Tesla talked about it. and that he was very fascinated with the properties and it being in the bottom of the pyramids and how we use it in many things now that we're not being told about. We don't realize how many different things we use mica for. It even uses it in high-end makeup products to advance the colors. Look into using mica for makeup. It's very fascinating. I just can't believe how many different uses this mineral crystalline rock substance is. It's unbelievable, and you can pull it sheet for sheet, and that's how I'm going to build these type of orgone cages, so that way I can protect the ormus, and I'm going to build one for me, well, for other people to sit in. I can't wait. I'm very fascinated by this stuff. Thank you very much.